Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda. Once again my heart is filled with joy, for being able to be here communicating with you. For some time now, we have been saying that difficult times would come. Many wonder if we are truly of the light, because in the understanding of some, being of the light is just saying beautiful things, bringing hope, bringing the light, that at no time could we say anything that would bring fear or apprehension. We really don't bring fear, because in our concept everything that happens in your world is the result of your choices, nothing is being imposed. So what happens is not to generate fear, it is just the result of everything that was done. We don't see it that way. Bring apprehension to where? Why bring the seizure? Because you are used to suffering, you are used to looking at every event that happens and suffering, pleading with God, asking Father or Mother God why, trying to throw the reason why it is happening into God's hands as a punishment. Where is the apprehension? It is created in your minds. So back to our words, difficult times will come. What would these difficult times be like? For you these will be difficult times, because many will have to go through everything that they have been running away from throughout so many eras, through so many incarnations. They will have to reap the fruits of everything they have planted along the soul's journey. But with one important detail, everything is happening very quickly and in great volume. There is no more time to dilute everything that has been done in several incarnations. Everything needs to be worked on and eliminated in this incarnation, so that you can claim the path to the fifth dimension. Transmuting all these energies attached to your souls is not easy, it is not simple, much less within your concept. So back to what we always say, difficult times will come. And then you begin to see many events that cause pain, cause suffering, and begin to explain that the world is ending, that it is the end of times. So I would say, yes, it is the end of times, the end of these times that you live. This era is over, this era is ending, it is closing, for the beginning of the golden age, for the beginning of an era of pure love, balance, and equality. So yes, times are ending as you see it. Now, how can we learn to face all this with serenity and confidence? Just understanding that every soul that was in every location at that event made a choice, they chose to be there, in that place, they chose to perish in that place, no matter what. There are many ways for a soul to detach itself from the physical body, there are slow ways, there are fast ways, all of this is chosen by the soul, yes, it is chosen by the soul. I cannot deny that souls often attract situations that are beyond their own control, that are beyond that soul's own planning. Yes, these situations exist, but all due to choices made by the soul itself. She starts to follow a path, where she attracts all sorts of problems and ends up crossing over earlier and not in the way she wanted. This also happens, but when a soul follows its path, its planning, everything happens in the best possible way. In these times it is necessary for many souls to be disconnected from their bodies, en masse, there is no way to be one soul. Each place has an energy to be transmuted, each place also has its own learning, it has its own transmutation of energy. Then the souls leave en masse. You understand now that there is no suffering, we are not causing anyone's suffering, Father or Mother God is not sitting on a throne, with his white beard, with a magic wand, touching here and there, so that the earth does what it has to do. Be done. There are old energies that need to be cleared. Don't forget, the shadows reigned here for a long time and all the places where they were implanted need to be cleaned, so that all this energy can be used in Gaia's own ascension. Of course, each energy transmuted into love and light, Gaia uses for her own ascension. So don't see other people's suffering as suffering, see it as choices, always choices. We have already said it here and we will always repeat it, when you feel your heart squeezed by someone who has passed away, Emanate light. Don't ask God why, emanate light for that soul or for those souls. Emanating light is bringing those souls a serene passage, a peaceful passage, so that they can find the path also destined for their souls, in the easiest way possible. No soul leaves the physical body and becomes an angel. There is another path, on the other side, which is taking care of this soul and making a full verdict, of everything this soul has done, to really change and claim the fifth dimension or not, depends on each soul. There is no suffering imposed by anyone. For no soul in the universe, suffering was something created on this planet by shadows, and wherever shadows pass. Suffering, pain, fear, are the feelings that keep them alive, they survive on these feelings. So when you feel fear, you feed it. Have you ever thought about it? That every time you plead with God and ask why, you are feeding the shadows. Because you are not trusting that God is supreme, is love, is anything but judge. So stop lamenting, stop asking, stop suffering the suffering of other souls. If there is a tightness in your heart, emanate light, that's all. That's what you need to do. If the suffering in your chest is too great, ask for our help and we will immediately transmute that feeling into comfort, into love, and we will surround you in a bubble of care and attention. Learn to live in this world, because these events will be constant. Many souls need to leave, and it is not by invitation that they will go. Everything needs to happen as it should, in every place on this planet. Because not only souls need to be cleansed, but places too, places of much pain, of much death, the places where the shadows made their platforms. So emanate light, that's all. There is no suffering, there is what each one needs to go through, that is what you need to understand. Each person passes on what they need to pass on, what they sowed. And today, you are just harvesting to have the chance to evolve into the fifth dimension.